Okay, so we're going to take a look at corn. This plant has got a nice ear of corn on it. It's not a large ear because this plant's not, the stalk isn't really beefy, so the ear is a little bit dwarfed. But there should be some really good, still sweet corn in there. The number one factor that you're looking for to see if this is ripe and developed inside is the color of these silks coming out the end of the ear. They need to be brown and dried up all the way to the end of the ear of the corn. So you can see that they're brown. If there's still some like green coming out, maybe a half inch or so. One? Yeah, exactly. So like this one's not ready. See the green coming out of there? Mm-hmm. The tips are starting to brown, but this is not quite ready. It's not going to be, the kernels are not going to be developed, and there's not going to be much sweetness there. But this one should be pretty much primed for harvest. So harvesting corn is very simple. You just break it off the main stalk away from the stalk. It's just a snapping action, and there you have it. And then you can place this in the crate. We have an additional step that we do back at the washing station to get rid of the corn earworm. So all of our corn is organic, and inevitably after our first harvest, the future subsequent harvests will have a moth that comes along and lays an egg, and a little worm develops, and it comes in and it starts eating all of the kernels of corn. And so when you peel this back, we'll just show you what it looks like. It's kind of gross to see that worm in there munching away at the corn kernels. And so what we do is generally you can feel where the damage has been done. It's sort of, it goes from fat where all the kernels are, and then all of a sudden it'll just drop off. I'm feeling it nice and fat, and then all of a sudden it gets really kind of dropped off. That means that starting about right here, all of those kernels have been eaten by that worm. He's working his way down, and he'll eventually eat this entire cob. So what we have to do is cut off the top of this so that when we deliver this ear of corn, we're delivering a nice clean ear. And it'll be small because we've cut off a bunch, but there's still a lot of good corn left on there. So I'll show you real quick. Normally what you can do is you can just feel that, and then you can just do a cut, like a swift cut or a slow cut if you don't feel comfortable with a knife. But I'm going to show you what it looks like inside this ear from the damage done by this corn earworm. Well, that's not the damage done. That's just a lack of pollination. So this corn here was not fully pollinated, and so there's no worm in there, which is good news on one hand, but on the other hand we just have a small ear of corn. So so this guy is just a half an ear of corn because it wasn't adequately pollinated, and that's probably because for various reasons, maybe the pollen off this tassel didn't fall down onto the ear. So I'm just gonna eat this.
How's it taste?
It's sweet and amazing.
Good.